Good morning. Welcome back to the morning show. We're hanging out with Frank DeLay, the president of Grand Mountain Bank. We're talking. Talked a little bit about locals getting a loan and how difficult it might be if you know, a lot of us are looking at condos. Houses are out if you're staying in this end of the county, unless you're going out to Granby, Hot Sulphur, and so a lot of people might not have 20%. You know, do they still have an option, or is it kind of get saving and call us when you do?
We still have options, and we have some different programs for those that don't have the 20% down. We can go as low as 3%. On a FHA loan. There's a program called USDA. That's actually 100% financing.
Holy cow. Okay, and so there's some opportunity.
There are some options out there. It depends on the property, like we discussed earlier. Yeah. Certain condo products you can go with, projects you can go with a no or little down payment. Others, we're going to require a higher down payment, or we aren't able to go with those low down payment programs. You know, there's still the 100% financing depending on the type of house. You know, there's manufactured housing, there's modular housing, there's stick-built housing. So there's some difference that really we just need to sit down with someone and talk to them.
I'm sure there's a lot of other factors too, because with incomes up here, some people, if you can have a nice, consistent year-round income that's predictable, that helps a lot too.
That helps too. Yep, that is true. So you know, the programs are out there. I think it's important, and we've seen this with a lot of borrowers, is come see us before you go out and look. So we kind of know what you can afford. And I think all lenders will do that. They'll sit down with you and go through the process.
I think your realtor will thank you as well, because then you're, looking at properties that are practical as opposed to shooting for the moon. So
yeah, you're right. And we can tell you what you can afford and how much a down payment will require if you're looking at something particular. But yeah, definitely, come see us. We'd love to talk to folks and meet with them and just see what we can do for them.
All right, well, let's get on with it and talk interest rates. It's been a big topic going on 5-6 years now. I don't know, since interest rates dipped down to around that 4%, a little below, a little above. Everyone every year, they're going up this year. It's going to happen, and it's been. We'll see, but now since the election, we've seen some movement.
Yeah, we have seen some movement, and I don't know if that's due to the election. I think there was some anticipation that rates would start increasing.
We just had the big hike in December, not big, but
we had a quarter-point hike by the Fed in December. We had one back in March. Actually, back in March, rates didn't go anywhere with that increase. It was already priced in, and so I think what we're seeing now, and we kind of look ahead, and mortgage rates, especially, they kind of. They try to predict what the future's going to hold, and they're expecting rates to be higher than where they're at today. And so,
where are they today?
On a 30-year note, you're talking in the low 4s, which honestly, historically,
right. I was going to say, let's go back 13 years.
I know. I think when I got my first loan on a house, I living down in Salida in 90. When did I buy that house? I think 93. I think I was paying about 7%.
7%.
And I thought that was great.
What would they have been in 2003, Bank Open, roughly? Any guess? I know it's kind of pulling a number out of a hat on that one, but
I think they were around 6 or 7%.
Right. So I mean, we're still
we're still historically.
Someone says, "Oh, it's up to 5%." It's like historically, that's still a great.
That's really nothing. And it used to be years ago, and I think a lot of our viewers, they remember when mortgage was 8%. That was the rate.
Yeah.
And it was like that forever. And so, 5%. I know it adds up over time.
Let's talk more about that 100% down or 100% loan. No, I'm just joking. But what's your crystal ball say? Where are we going with interest rates, with local market? What are you kind of seeing?
With interest rate, my crystal ball broke years ago. So, needless to say, I would say rates will increase. I think you have to expect that. Where the market is, and who knows. Who knows what this year and the next couple of years will bring in the world economy? You never know. There could be some. You never want to see something like a 9/11 situation where it throws everything. You thought you would believe out. You just don't know what crisis might be out there. And
one day can change.
It really can, and that's the world we live in. And so rates are great now. If honestly, if you have a mortgage, you haven't refinanced, if your rate is still 5.5%, 6%, and you think that you may be underwater, you think there might be a program out there that can work, that you can still take advantage of these lower rates and
get something locked in, because one thing's for sure, in the next 30 years we'll probably see a higher rate at some point.
Yes, you will.
I'd say that's about as accurate as my crystal ball is going to
get. That's a darn good crystal ball. And we'll see what happens. You just don't know.
So assuming everything stays pretty normal, do you see us get back to 7% in the next few years? If there was no catastrophe,
I would doubt it.
So you think a pretty slow rise?
I would think a slow increase unless something strange, or else the economy takes off and the Fed decides they have to rein in inflation or something like that. Who knows? Maybe your crystal ball's clearer than mine.
No, yeah, I'm right there with you. My crystal ball exists on a ski slope. So, what's the crystal ball? Forget. I'm going to go skiing. So all right. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back and talk a little bit about the Lend the Hand program.
Sounds great.
And once again, we're hanging out with Frank DeLay, president of Grand Mountain Bank, and he's smart to deal with local banks because these guys know what's going on locally. You're not just talking to some guy that only knows the city. So that's what we love about having you guys right here in town. So,
appreciate that.
All right, we're going to take a break, get that coffee hot, and we'll be back in a moment.